conversation with you and your mom. And I have a question for Mrs. Devekar. Like that? Because that sounds like a terrifying child.
Both inspiring and humbling. Her deep involvement with government-led health initiatives and the fact that her recommendations have found global recognition, including from the UNICEF, speaks volumes about her commitment, not just to personal need, but national health. What makes another strong woman? But we know that it takes one strong woman to raise another strong woman. What's your earliest memory of being intrigued by the distinct world of food?
First of all, thank you very much for having me here. It's my second time at LSG, and all the best, Richa, for the new year. And I'm sure that you will all be seeing many wonderful events under her presidency.
शाम स्टील फ्लेक्सी स्ट्रॉन्ग टीएमटी बार, ये स्ट्रॉन्ग के साथ फ्लेक्सिबल भी है।
आपदा मुसीबत कोई भी आए, ये घर को अटूट बनाए।
जब टीएमटी फ्लेक्सी स्ट्रॉन्ग,
तो घर रहे हमेशा के लिए स्ट्रॉन्ग।
I love her, so I'm rooting for her. Almost everyone on the stage are women I love. Chicky is someone I think I owe my career to her. Mother, I think I owe my career to her.
It's mutual.
Yeah, it's mutual. And also my mother, to whom of course I owe my entire life. What do I think about people out of the bed to even go for a morning walk? So I think
things which we are eating. Unfortunately, what we are doing now is eating just soups and
birthday, and my grandfather would call everyone when he was 80, people who were 65 and 70, he thought they were much older than him because they wouldn't eat as much as he could. So I think food is something which also keeps us alive. So I think my early and my continuing memories about food are basically about love and people. Thank you.
So, Ruchita, I've done lots of chats with you, but this is the first time I'm doing a conversation with you and your mom. And I have a question for Mrs. Devekar. We all know Ruchita as this straight-talking, tough-minded girl with the gift of the gab, a sense of humor. And it's that voice that I think has made Ruchita so beloved, because of course many people can give us the right diet advice, don't eat this, do that. But it's the way that Ruchita does it that makes her specially kind of wonderful. And it's why you're
ये स्टाइल का मामला है, रूपा फ्रंटलाइन।
And I wanted to ask you, Mrs. Devekar, what was Ruchita like as a child? Was she like that? Because that sounds like a terrifying child.
Well, first of all, actually, I just want to say that one of the reasons why my voice sounds like the way it sounds is because Chicky doesn't touch it. She allows it to reach the people like the way it should. So, one of the reasons why everyone is also here in the room is you, Chicky. You know, if it wasn't for the books, I think no one would come for this.
But Mrs. Devekar, you have to spill the beans now.
from her childhood, she was very different. In our house, she was always called as the Jaga Vegli hai. That is, she is different from the world, because she always used to be very firm in her opinions. Now, I remember one incident I will like to share that. When she went for one trip to Kolkata along with in the school time, and she was either I think 8th or 9th standard, and one of the girls in their group was having periods. That allow her to enter in the temple. So like that, she had that capacity of convincing others. So from that age, it is continuing till today, and she is convincing all of you to eat right.
But was it terrifying? Yes, it was terrifying for my mother to, have me, and also my sister. And just like the way you don't cut my words, I think one of the things that my mother has done is not clipped our wings, both for me and my sister. I think that's how you can go on with your life.
But she sounds like she was happy disciplined, huh?
Basically, वायु इज द ब्रेथ और द वाइटल प्राण विच कीप्स अस अलाइव. जब हमारी दादी या नानी कहती है मेरा गैस चढ़ गया है, शी इज बेसिकली टॉकिंग अबाउट द वायु. एंड पायु आर आवर फीट, ओके. And the understanding in the Upanishads is that till the time that you use your feet, if you keep using, and my mother comes from a very big joint family of 7 kakas or 7 brothers and 7 wives and many cousins and 4 atyas or buas. And her mother was a very good cook, but they would always in the family rate who's the best cook for various dishes. So I think my sense of food and nurture came from there. That food is also about cooperation, competition, collaboration, and also about playing creativity and fun. So there's just so much more to food. That's where my interest started. Also, my mother was a working mother. She worked her entire life, and people would often wonder, I mean, some people would wonder that, how does she manage food? But I think because my mother also loved cooking, she would always like wake up in the morning, cook our breakfast, cook lunch, and then for dinner we would have someone who would come and cook. So food was not secondary because she had a career. I think that is also something I have lived that life, so I feel that I feel it's very very empowering that you can also continue to have good food on your plate only if there is adequate finance in the house. I think that is also a learning that I have had. So for me, food has always been a lot more than just protein, carb, calories, fiber, all of those things.
I think always looking. I mean, I often find that when you're a daughter of a very good cook, you sometimes even feel a bit scared going into the kitchen. I certainly find that like I'm terrified of cooking Bengali food because I've worked with such good Bengali food in my house. Did you ever have any of those fears? Or you were always just so confident?
I was quite confident because my mother was a working woman. Not only my mother, but my grandmother was also working.
Wow.
So she was one of the, I think, first batch of women who started their careers, and not career as such, but teacher.
Oh, so you were 4 generations.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah. So it was very natural for me to work and cook.
And what was, since you came from a cooking family, what were some of the dishes that you guys cooked that were famous in your house?
Actually, for every month, I mean, for every occasion or for every festival, we had one food. I mean, for Holi, we used to have puran poi. All of you must have tasted it. But in our house, whenever we used to have puran poi, one day previously, my mother used to make ghee out of homemade butter. And then we used to have coconut milk along with puran poi. So puran poi plus ghee plus coconut milk was served during the Holi season. And at that time, everything was not available around the year. Nowadays, what happens during Diwali, we have chaklis and laddus like that at that time, at our time. But nowadays, over the year, around the year, everything is available. So there is no novelty or there is no, we don't wait when the Diwali will come and when we will have chance to eat that. So I think that is the difference. And every month, every festival, there was something new coming up. That is for Vaishakh or Chaitra Mahina. We used to have Ampanna and Ambela we used to prepare. So like that in every month there is some chance to make good food, enjoy.
I just want to add to that. I think one of the things which kept the love of cooking in women alive in our family was also the fact that men helped in the kitchen very, very generously. Yes. And also ensured that there was a ton of appreciation for every meal that was cooked. So I think being seen, being contributed in the task that one was doing, knowing that this was not just a gender based task, and truly seeing appreciation in what you have prepared. I think that kind of motivates people and takes away the fear. So many times I feel, that when someone makes a meal, a good meal, all that they're really hoping for is that the person that you serve the meal to will receive it with joy and love, and not with